Now, there are steps you can take before stressing out during the holidays. Gina DeLava joins us with recommendations to become more resilient and take back control. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Christina. I didn't know we were going to be twins today.
Oh, I know. Look at, great minds think alike.
Yeah. Exactly, exactly.
So can we talk about resilience? Because I like that word.
Yes.
Define resilience. Why is that so important?
Okay, well, resilience, Christina, is the ability and the capacity to bounce back. Because let's face it, we've all had kind of a really rough year. And resilience isn't about seeing how much you can take. Life will dish out that without our asking for it. But resilience is about honoring our limitations and also building up our mental and emotional reserve. So it's really approaching it from both ends.
Okay, and can we build up this type of resilience? Are there ways to do that?
Yeah, I think so, yes. And number one, get sufficient sleep.
Oh.
If you're looking for a place to start, because here's why. We have 4 kinds of energy: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And number 1 on that list is physical. That's the starting point. And sleep is really the foundation of all physical energy. So you may have heard the saying, without sufficient sleep, we are all tall 2-year-olds.
Oh. I like that.
Well, we are. I mean,
rest. You know what? You bring up such a good point. How many times do we come in and gather and we're just like, oh, we didn't get enough sleep last night, and we just don't. Then suddenly, like, our fuses are a lot shorter.
Well, exactly, and our coping mechanisms are diminished, and sometimes you don't know how much you miss good sleep until you get a good night's rest, and then you go, oh, what was I so freaked out about? Because it really does make the whole world look easier to deal with.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a discipline, but a worthwhile one.
Yes. Okay, how about admitting how you feel?
Yes. We've all had a tough year, and I think when you take a little inventory of it, you go, wow, we've kind of lived through a lot. And, I heard someone say last year, a friend of mine who lost his spouse, we're not moving on, but we're moving forward. And I thought that was really powerful, because it's not saying we're not negating what happened, we're not negating the enormity of what happened, but we choose to honor it and go forward anyway, even as we hold that person in our hearts. Or you see what I'm saying?
Sure,
that it's not just saying, oh, we checked that box and we're moving on. No, we're moving forward. We're different because of what's happened to us, but yeah, so it's taking an either or and turning it into a both and.
Right. And this is reminding me a lot about self-care, because and self-reflection, because now it's taking me, like, as you say that, I'm starting to think, like, how do I cope, and how am I moving forward instead of just moving on? How about this? Find your why. Can you talk about that? What does that mean? Find your why.
Okay. Well, Christina, the people who do best with stressful situations are those who find some meaning in it or create some meaning. Now, you can't always do this right away, okay? If life knocks you to your knees, sometimes you just got to find your footing, okay? So it's not going to happen necessarily right away, but there are questions you can ask yourself, like, what can I control? Start there. What can I control? What can I do? Even if what's happened is terrible, what can I do to maybe bring some good out of it? What are my options? As somebody who's laid off, well, I always wanted to look at pursuing a career in such and such. Maybe this is your time. Again, it's not saying that what happened to us is good or even okay, but I'm going to take the power I have and turn it into something positive, something life-giving.
Gina, there are 2 more things on this list, and I want to get to them because I think they're really important. So real quick, we have putting yourself higher on your own list. So I want you to get to that. And then also practice gratitude, which is something I feel like I try to do every single morning I wake up. Let's talk about those 2.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll start with putting yourself higher on your list. Now, this is perceived as something that's selfish, but the kindest, most generous, giving people I know make self-care a top priority, because that's how you build capacity to deal with life and serve other people. So, yeah, you know, self-care is oxygen. That's what I like to say. You never feel guilty about taking a deep breath. Why would you feel guilty about taking care of yourself? And there's a powerful saying, I'll take care of me for you if you will please take care of you for me.
I like that.
You know?
I like that.
Yeah, so it's, yeah. And as far as practicing gratitude, gratitude changes us emotionally and physiologically. And this isn't just something I'm saying, this has been proven. You can look up Mayo Clinic gratitude and information will pop up. But gratitude improves our sleep, it improves our mood, it strengthens our immune system, and these are all powerful things. And when life hits us hard, as it has, gratitude gives us a little part of ourselves back. It says, maybe this happened, but I also have this going for me, and I can build on that. There's more to me than just the tough things that have happened. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yes. And I practice it, like I said, every morning, so I know how important that is. Gina,
Excellent.
I do want to thank you so much for joining us this morning. So
Christina.
resilience and taking back control. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays. All right,
Take
for
care.
more ways to beat burning out, head to fox5sandiego.com and click the Scene On tab.